Welcome back to the DHS Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Richards, joined by my co-host,
Ben Murphy.
And today we're joined by a very special guest. She's a Dexter drama sensation with being the lead in the past 3 shows that the club has done, along with directing and composing her very own show this past weekend. She's a singer-songwriter, and among many other accomplishments, she is Maria DeMerell. Maria, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. So this is your first time directing your own show. Not to mention you wrote all of the music for it. What goes into that entire process? Can you tell us a little bit about what that's like?
So for this show especially, the material is so heavy that I really want it to be very stripped back tech-wise. And I am an actor first, so I'm not a technician. I didn't really know what a lot of that meant. So I came up with the storyline, and I'm a songwriter too, so the music kind of came with it. So I had the script and all that stuff, but I really had to dig into learning a lot about tech and costumes, hair and makeup, and lights and sound, and I had to build my own set.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I had to paint my own desk and stuff. It was definitely a learning curve, but it was really worth it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Must have been a lot of work too.
Oh, 100%. In a 2-week span.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Dude, that is not a lot of time to get all that done.
2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Kudos to you. I could not have done that.
It was a lot.
So with all that's happening in this huge step in your theater process, why'd you get into it? Acting and theater and all that.
I mean, I was just a little kid in my house singing all these songs, and my parents were like, "You're a little loud. Let's take this somewhere." So I joined my first musical. I was a dead body. And Spam-A-Lot the musical. Yeah.
Spam-A-Lot?
Spam-A-Lot. Like Camelot, but like Monty Python.
Oh, I got you.
So it's a funny show.
Yeah.
It actually just went on a Broadway revival or a tour or something. I can't remember.
Wow.
But yeah. That was my first show. But I kind of started more as a pop vocalist because my dad's a singer-songwriter. My mom did theater growing up. Yeah, my dad's got music on Spotify and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So,
You say your dad has music on Spotify?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Dude.
We'll talk about that later.
Hit up Therapy A2.
I did not. I swear he's told me that before.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
He plays music and stuff.
Just
so.
a rapper in Brooklyn.
I always grew up around music.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, okay, before a show, what is your show routine like? Do you have any superstitions that come along with preparing?
I am extremely stitious.
Oh,
I have a lot of things that I do. I'm very particular about what time I get ready.
Oh,
so
okay.
School ends 3:00. I'm in here getting in hair and makeup. Right away. I got to be in hair and makeup before we're even called to the theater. I'm the first one done. I'm in hair and makeup and costume before people even get here.
But wait, by what time?
4 p.m.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I get my hair and makeup, and I'm hopefully in costume based on if rooms are opened up or something. But I'm locked and loaded by the time that we're here for announcements. And then if I'm working with a cast, a group of people, if I'm playing a part that's in a family, before the show, I make sure we all stand in a circle and hold hands. And I do this thing where we squeeze our hands around the circle, and then we take a deep breath in and out together.
Oh, wow.
It just really centers us. Yeah. And then specifically for Sound of Music, what I do, because that show is a marathon, I would stand behind the curtain when there's nobody else there. Right before the show, it's just the stage managers on the side, and I'm alone backstage. And I just power pose, and I breathe in the lights, and I just stand there by myself for 5 minutes just to lock in. And you can hear the audience. It's the craziest feeling.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
I feel like I saw the actors for Hamilton, they would do something maybe similar to the holding hands thing.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I
Yeah.
feel like I've seen that somewhere before.
It's so important to have a close relationship with the people that you're acting with, because that directly correlates to what you see on stage.
Oh, right. 'Cause, if you don't have good,
you don't got chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
not gonna be a great show.
no.
So with theater, you're gonna play multiple different personnel and characters. Do you approach them differently? Do you approach them as it's a build up and you're trying to get into the character, or do you just kind of wing it, or how do you approach that?
100%. Yeah. It depends on the character that you're playing. I've played a lot of different age ranges and different eras. Mal in Descendants is my age this time period.
Right.
So it's you just got to put in the work of like researching their background, what their life is like on a day-to-day basis. But like Maria in The Sound of Music, this is like 1940s, 30s, and she's like 30 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I had to learn a new dialect. I had to speak in a certain way. I had to carry my body a different way, and it all starts with watching people who are from that time period doing it.
Yeah.
You got to study their body language and how like their vernacular and the way that they carry themselves.
That's interesting. I never thought about like studying like the way they like move in the time period.
And you don't want to necessarily copy it, but you want to be able to
Yeah.
translate it to your own body.
Right, like kind of put your own spin on it, but also
100%.
stay true.
Do you watch movies? Like, do you watch like the movie like with Sound of Music? Did you watch it a bunch before?
Oh my God, I am crazy about. Before I auditioned for a show, I watched the show countless times.
Yeah.
Like
And
Footloose, I had seen it 87 times on YouTube before
87.
auditions.
Like do you watch like the play itself and the movie, or like?
Yeah. Because they do a lot of different interpretations with it, and
Right.
a lot of times in one version there will be something taken out. But like if you understand what happened in the other version,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you that much more information about your character.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned that you write your own music. Kind of describe what the creative process is like for that.
I'm kind of silly. So I like to really hyper-analyze what I see in real life.
Yeah.
And so I'll just be sitting in class and I'll see something happen and it doesn't have anything to do with me, and I'll write a song about it.
Right.
My primary like writing instrument is my guitar. So I'll sit down and I'll get a chord progression going, and I'll just think about a topic and lyrics just come out.
Yeah.
Well,
It just kind of
that's-
flows, and they're not always good. You have to write like 10 bad songs to get one good song. There's a lot of really bad songs that I've
I
made.
feel like someone said that.
That's why I think musicians are crazy, is because they don't just like do a song about this thing in their life that happened was meaningful. Like if they see something, they're always gonna.
You got to be able to write about
Always
everything.
just think about writing about everything.
songs.
Do you
Yeah.
have any music that's out, or just all in the vault?
I don't. Only the stuff that was in my show this weekend. Really, I don't share my music with a lot of people. I would love to someday. I really want to work on my craft. And,
Yeah,
and
right.
figure out who I am as an
That's smart.
artist before
Maybe
I share that.
someday soon we'll get a Maria DeMerell EP.
Maybe.
So, I play basketball. You do theater. I feel those are two very different things. I handle nerves way differently. How do you handle that with these hundreds of people coming here and watching you act? And how does that happen?
At the beginning of doing musical theater, I used to get really nervous. Even if I wasn't like a main role, I would still I'd get shaky. My voice would start swelling up, and I would lock up.
Yeah, right.
But you have to understand that the audience is there to support you. They're there for the right reasons. They want to watch you do a good job. They're not here to watch you mess up.
Right.
They're on your side. And once you get used to performing and you're okay with looking like a fool, it's just like performing a stadium tour. Like it's just watch everybody watch me.
Yeah, because
yeah.
once you got it, it's like
Electrifying.
it's nothing better.
Yeah.
So you've acted in numerous shows in your theater career. I'm curious to know, like, because in basketball, it's like if you drop like 30 points, like that's a good
yeah.
game. What distinguishes a great performance from a good one?
God, a lot of times it is the energy of the crowd, and that's not even your
Interesting.
fault. Like
Yeah,
if the
right.
crowd is dead, it takes so much work to put on a good performance. If you don't have the crowd on your side, it's a lot harder. And then another thing, I can think of a lot of roles that I've played, like when I was younger, that I'm thinking like, if I got the chance to play that role again, I would do it spectacular. And a lot of it just comes with age and experience. And because when I was 12, I wasn't doing background research on my characters. I was
Yeah,
just,
right.
I was
You were
just,
there for fun.
I
Yeah.
was reading the lines. I got to sing my songs, and I was done.
Exactly.
But now that I want to take this as a career, you have to put in the background work, and that specificity makes or breaks your entire performance.
Interesting. So how, like, I guess if it's based on the crowd, like, how do you know if you have a good crowd? Like, if they clap super loud? Because, like, they don't.
Sometimes it's sometimes it's whether they're picking up on little jokes.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Giggles in the
Yeah,
crowd. And
yeah.
little ones.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like a lot of times in this section in particular, there's like a bunch of students.
Yeah,
that, like,
right,
they're like,
right.
oh my God, it's my friend, and they might not even be the lead that they're cheering for, but like it's an ensemble member that they're friends with. But like that group of kids is just like everyone can feel it, and they're all like, okay, we can't look at them, but it feels good to feel recognized.
Yeah.
by people our
Right,
age,
yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times it's just like being able to pick up on jokes and like whether they're really locked into a song or not. You can just feel it. It's a you have to be there type thing.
Yeah, that's super cool. So life after high school, what aspirations or goals do you have for drama in the future?
Yeah, I am in the process of pre-screening, sending in audition videos to a lot of colleges for musical theater. Number one is obviously Michigan. They have the greatest program. But, I'm applying to a lot of schools in New York. That's the place to be. It's right in the middle of it. We'll see where I end up. It's all throughout the winter. If I get brought back from my pre-screens to like actually audition in person, I'm going to be traveling all the time.
Oh, yeah, right, I bet.
Auditioning, but the goal is New York.
Right. Are there any specific roles or productions that like is like your dream?
I have a whole list.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So my main oh God, how do I even pick? Brooke Wyndham in Legally Blonde, the exercise chick that like jump ropes and like teaches everybody, like the one that's on trial for murder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's got this song in the musical called Whipped into Shape, and she's jump roping the entire time.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like this ensemble. Yeah, it's insane.
You gotta be crazy in
Ripped.
shape for that.
Yeah. Elsa in Frozen.
Oh,
Heck
yeah.
Donna in Mamma Mia. Maria in The Sound of Music, which I got to check that one off, which was
Nice.
crazy. And then I think Belle in Beauty and the Beast. I really want to be her. But my number one, my number one is Fanny Bryce and Funny Girl. That's
Oh,
Leah Michelle.
I don't know if I know that one.
Well, not currently, but she just was on Broadway as, that's like, Don't Rain on My Parade, that song.
Oh.
That's what that one's from.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also I wrote down like if Tangled ever becomes a musical,
Oh, I love Tangled.
that'd
dude.
be heat.
Tangled could be
Tangled.
I would
want
to be like Mother Gothel or something.
Oh.
She's sick.
That could be cool.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
What do you think the highlight of your theater career has been so far?
Easy. Opening night, Sound of Music. I'm standing behind the curtain, and my opening is The Hills Are Alive, like that song. And I'm in the middle of the stage. The curtain opens, and it's just me and the hills behind me. And the music starts playing, and I get a standing ovation.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That'd
Off
be
the
awesome.
first
I
first song?
hadn't opened my mouth. And
She didn't even say anything yet.
Wait, you didn't even
Didn't even say anything.
You
You
didn't
didn't
even-
clapping already.
that's unspoken.
That's exactly, bro.
Wait, you didn't the curtains just open and you didn't even open your mouth
I was
and
just standing there, man.
standing ovation.
Yeah.
That's-
I
Doesn't
honestly
get much easier than
Doesn't
that.
get much easier than that.
Wow. You should have just walked off. You're like, all right,
Hey,
that's
thank you.
it.
Thank you.
actually the greatest feeling ever.
That's cool.
I
That's
think
cra-
I
I've
shut
never
down
heard.
and my whole body went numb.
Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah, how do you
I'd
follow
probably
that
cry.
up like with the rest of the show?
I peaked.
I peaked.
I peaked.
That's
You know where
it.
we're going from here?
I'm screwed.
I'd probably cry.
I did cry during that show every
Oh,
night,
wow.
like 6 times per show.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I probably would have too.
I just get crazy connected. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Kind of
That's
whack.
crazy.
Dude.
That's like really cool though. So with theater, a lot of actors, a lot of
Yeah.
actresses.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
We'll zone this down to not just actor or actress. Who's your favorite like actor
Performer.
actress? I just repeated the question. We're not gonna talk about that. It's really hard to put this. Not male or female, just favorite
Just
person.
performer.
Favorite performer.
Currently, I have to go with Sierra Renee. She was the Elsa right before the shutdown for COVID. And she played Esmeralda in
Broadway?
Hunchbacks.
Broadway girl?
Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Her voice is like butter.
Ooh.
But I think all time. Oh God.
It's tough.
I'm scared. Wait, that's a dangerous question. I don't know.
Dangerous.
That is scary.
I give you mine.
Go for it.
Gail Godot, the Wonder Woman.
Gal
Oh my
Gadot.
God,
Gal
She
Gadot.
is so hot.
Wow.
She's gorgeous.
I know.
Shout out Gal, dude.
Shout out.
Gal, if you're watching this, bro.
Hey, get me in your movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
yeah,
we're
current
saying
favorite Sierra Renee. I don't think I can pick an
Sarah
all-time.
Renee.
That's
Solid.
good choice.
Solid pick.
Okay, back to the question I was gonna ask.
Okay.
Road trip. You're driving. You're
Gotcha.
tired. You're hungry. You're thirsty. You're like, all right, I gotta pull over. You go to a gas station. You get one drink. You get one snack. What are you choosing?
Drink. Tropical vibe Celsius.
Dude, I think that's what
That's
Allie
That's
said.
what a couple people
Yeah.
have said.
Nice.
love the Celsius.
Tropical vibe Celsius.
I might get one for practice.
And snack. Gotta be something salty to counter.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't
Gotta
know.
be. You gotta be specific.
Like pretzels,
uh,
chips, peanuts.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a protein bar.
That's very.
Wow.
That's a very good choice.
Wow,
right
that's
there.
a solid
You
answer. We
actually
haven't
can't
had
go
that
wrong.
before. It's always just like chips or something.
I know. Well, I'm not a chips girl. Like when there's
Oh.
other snacks available, chips is not the first thing I go for.
That's fair. I guess I could kind of think like that too.
Yeah, and it
Interesting.
also depends on the drink that I get. Cause like if this is like an occasion and I'm like out with my friends,
And you're treating yourself.
maybe I get a Coca-Cola slushie.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Getting
Okay.
crazy. Maybe I
Let's
get-
go
Here,
over
guys.
the
We
top.
get
Yeah,
rowdy.
maybe I get a slushie. Maybe I get like a Starbucks. Like, oh, one time I was on a road trip and I got like a double shot espresso thing, like in the cans, the
Oh,
Starbucks.
Oh,
Right.
dude, those are so good.
fire.
I've had
I
those.
was just like shaking in
Those
my
are
seat.
so good.
Yeah, it was really good though.
Those are the go-tos.
Yeah.
We're coming up to the end here. Outside of all of your artsy, things that you do, what else do you like to do in your free time?
Sleep.
Sleep, dude.
Yeah, preach to the
Yeah.
choir.
My mom says sleep is the new drug.
Wow.
I'm deprived.
I love you, Marie.
Addicted.
I think. Well, I play tennis in the spring.
Tenny.
Dex tenny. And I paint my nails a lot. I don't have any nail polish on right now. Don't look at my
Oh.
nails. But I paint my nails a lot. Like I don't know. Like for shows,
I mean, theater takes up a lot of time.
theater does take up a lot of time. Like when I'm in a show, I'm here for like 3 hours. I like live here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
you
yeah.
have
By the
to.
way, we're on the stage,
yeah,
everyone.
we're on the stage. We're on
of
location.
the CPA.
Yeah, we got spotlights on us.
Shout
At
out
least
to
the best
our
we can
guys
do.
up in the catwalk. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate all the crew up there.
It's just us three. We couldn't figure out how to turn on the lights.
Yeah, we couldn't figure it out.
It took
I
us a long
did.
time. Well,
You're
we were talking.
welcome.
Well, some lights we turned on. Other lights we don't know how to do.
Continue.
Continue. I believe the next show of yours is it's in February. It's kind of far away, but at the same
Ooh, I
time,
mean,
it's
coming up.
close.
It's-
And we're coming up.
Auditions are on
but
Monday.
Auditions are on Monday, so
Show out.
who needs to show
Hey,
out?
Jack.
Like who can audition?
Ooh, okay. High schoolers can audition, but middle schoolers get their own cast.
Middle school.
Ooh.
Middle
So,
schoolers, you
middle
gotta show
schoolers,
out.
Your auditions are on
Wednesday.
at Mill Creek after school.
That's gonna go crazy.
Y'all need to show out, dude. Ben and I should audition.
Literally.
We're gonna be there.
We could
We're gonna be
we
there.
could dominate.
Pop out.
For
Yeah,
real. Everyone.
actually.
I'm taking
Everyone pop
Need
out to the
middle
Frozen
schoolers.
auditions next week.
It's gonna
Next
be
week?
next week. Yeah.
What's the day? Is today the 20th? 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm in.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
27th high school.
27th high schoolers, 29th
Middle
schoolers. Everyone pop out. I think we're at the end here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out Rob Dubé, our advisor,
Gosh.
Mr. Dubé.
I'll see you next semester.
Ben's got him next semester. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at dhs.pod. We're on Spotify,
We are on Spotify.
the
Check it.
DHS Podcast.
You don't always have to follow, but just go give us a listen.
Yeah, just go give it a listen, right? You don't
don't listen to the whole thing. You
Yeah.
can skip through some of it, but
Yeah,
listen
right.
to a little bit of
And
it.
if you liked the video, just go down and hit the like button. And while you're there, you might as well
I mean,
subscribe.
following takes it
It's
doesn't
just
do anything.
one
It's
more
free.
tap.
It's not like notification. You
It's
just gotta
free.
follow us and you're good.
So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Go away, bud. What are you doing? That's not how we do it up there on the upper end. Go get your puck and let's get on the ice there.